Have you ever sat back and thought about why some people seem to thrive in their careers no matter what happens, while others struggle just to stay afloat? Is it luck, timing, or maybe it's just raw talent? It's tempting to think so, but what if I told you that it's not really about luck or even talent? What if the real difference comes down to something much simpler? Understanding where to position yourself in a changing world. Let's face it, the job market is transforming faster than most people can keep up. Industries that were booming just a few years ago are now slowing down, and entirely new fields are springing up overnight. But the real question here is, where do you fit into all of this? My goal is simple today, to give you clarity, okay? Clarity on which industries and roles will thrive in the near future and which ones might be falling off a cliff. I'm going to teach you how to predict for yourself which jobs will grow and which ones might disappear. And to do that, I will introduce you to one of the most powerful frameworks that I've come across. It applies to you no matter what kind of job you do. And trust me, it's an edge you want to learn about. I hope you're ready to learn a lot. So let's get started. Hi guys, welcome to the channel. If you're new here, I'm Tolulope Michael, tech entrepreneur, cybersecurity expert, and career coach at Excel Mind Cyber. If you get some value from this video, please remember to give it a like and hit the subscribe button for more. So you will agree with me that success in careers today isn't just about working hard. It's about working smart and staying ahead of the curve. The ability to anticipate change, adapt your skills, and strategically position yourself is what will set you apart. Whether it's leveraging emerging technologies, spotting trends early, or pivoting when the time is right, your ability to learn and adapt quickly is what will make the difference. Now, talking about learning and adapting, let's talk about that framework I mentioned earlier. It's called Ackoff's hierarchy. And this framework basically breaks down work into 5 levels: data, information, knowledge, intelligence, and wisdom. Each level tells us how much value a role creates, how much human involvement it requires, and most importantly, how likely it is to survive the rapid changes that AI and automation are bringing. And here is one thing you need to note. The higher your job is on this hierarchy, the safer you are. You see those jobs that fall into the wisdom stage? They are practically future-proof. But if your work is stuck in the data or information stages, it's time to think carefully about your next move. See, I'm not here to scare you, I'm here to prepare you. The truth is, the world of work is changing. But that doesn't have to be a bad thing. With the right mindset and tools, you can navigate this shift and then position yourself for success in ways you may not even have imagined yet. So, let's break down this framework some more. We'll start at the bottom, okay? Data level. This is where jobs are all about collecting, processing, and organizing raw information. Think of roles like data analyst or IT support specialist. These jobs are absolutely valuable right now, but here is the harsh reality. They are also some of the most automatable. AI systems are already doing things like cleaning up data sets, flagging errors, and even solving basic IT problems through automated scripts. A good example is those online chatbots you see on customer support pages. 5 years ago, that would have been handled by an IT support team. Now, AI is doing the job faster and cheaper. If you're in a role like this, it's not about panicking. It's about planning. The key here is to expand your skill set, okay? Move beyond just collecting or processing data and start thinking about how you can work with the data in more meaningful ways. The next level is information. This stage is where raw data is processed and turned into something more meaningful. For example, a social media manager might take insight from an analytics tools and use them to plan content, or an SEO specialist could analyze search trends to optimize a website for better traffic. Now, these roles are definitely more secure than pure data jobs. But let's be honest, they are not invincible. AI is already generating social media posts, analyzing search and metrics, and even scheduling campaigns. So, while these jobs add value, they are still vulnerable. If your role, for instance, involves interpreting data but not much else, you might still be replaceable. The trick is to go deeper. Ask yourself, what can I do with this information that an AI tool can't? That's how you level up. Okay, think of the extra capabilities you can bring into your role that automation can't. Now we're starting to climb higher. The third level, knowledge. This is where things get more human. At this stage, you are not just processing information, you are using experience and expertise to solve problems. Think of jobs like business consultant, public relations manager, or financial analyst. These professionals don't just interpret data, they apply it to specific context. For example, a business consultant might look at market trends and advise a company on how to pivot a strategy. That's something an AI, no matter how advanced, will struggle to do without a human touch. But here is the catch. Even at this level, AI can assist. For instance, tools like ChatGPT or advanced financial modeling software, they're already helping professionals save time by automating repetitive tasks. So, what's the takeaway? Focus on the part of your role that require judgment, creativity, and adaptability. Those are the things AI can't do as well as you. Alright, now we're getting into the really interesting stuff. The fourth level, intelligence. This stage is about using knowledge to make sound judgment and build complex systems. Here, we're talking about roles like cybersecurity developer, AI engineer, blockchain developer, or mobile app developer. These jobs require critical thinking and problem solving. For example, a cybersecurity developer isn't just reacting to a threat, they are building systems to prevent threats that don't even exist yet. This is where AI becomes more of a tool than a threat. It can assist these professionals, but it can replace them. Why? Because these roles involve creating something entirely new, and that's not something AI is great at yet. Okay? And finally, at the very top, we have wisdom. This is the holy grail of work. Wisdom is about combining experience, sound judgment, and a big picture thinking to guide others and make decisions that go beyond what data or rules can tell you. Now, think of high-level business consultants, AI ethics specialists, surgeons, and environmental scientists. They're working on climate strategies. Here's the thing about wisdom though. It's almost impossible to automate. Yes, AI might help a surgeon with precision tools, but it can't make a life or death decisions in the operating room. Similarly, an AI ethics specialist isn't just crunching numbers. They are thinking about the societal and moral implications of technology. So when you're operating in the wisdom stage, you're not just solving today's problems, you're shaping the future. That's why these roles are the safest and most valuable in any industry. So the question is, how do you use Ackoff's hierarchy to plan your career? It's very simple, okay? Ask yourself, where does my work fall in this hierarchy? If you are in data or information, it's time to think about leveling up. These roles are the most automatable, like I said. If you are in knowledge or intelligence, you are in a safer zone, but stay adaptable. Keep building skills that AI can't replicate, like strategy and creativity. And if you are in wisdom, congratulations, you are in the sweet spot. Focus on leadership, ethical decision making, and guiding others. Okay, so let's take a moment to really reflect on everything we've just covered. Now, you need to know that all we have spoken about isn't just about figuring out where the job market is headed. It's about figuring out where you are headed. And that's because Ackoff's hierarchy isn't some abstract concept. It's a mirror you can hold up to your career to see exactly where you stand. Think about it. Are you spending most of your time collecting and organizing data? Are you interpreting information without applying much creativity or judgment? Or are you using your expertise to make decisions, build systems, and shape the future? And here's the thing, guys. It's okay if your current role doesn't fall into the wisdom or even the intelligence stages yet, okay? Everyone starts somewhere. But now that you know this framework, you have the power to change your trajectory. Ask yourself, what skills can I learn today that will push me up this hierarchy? What value am I adding that AI can't easily replicate? How can I start thinking less about tasks and more about outcomes, strategies, and big picture decisions? And I know it's hard to have answers to some of these questions immediately, right? But the good news is you don't have to have it all figured out today. Just take one step. Whether it's picking up a new skill, joining a community of like-minded professionals, or even just shifting your mindset to think more strategically. That first step is all it takes to start moving up the hierarchy. I genuinely believe that everyone has the potential to operate in the wisdom stage. You don't have to be a genius, and you don't have to have it all figured out. What you do need is the willingness to grow and adapt. Okay? Think about the people who inspire you: leaders, innovators, creators. The one thing they all have in common is that they didn't stay stuck. They moved up the hierarchy, whether they realized it or not. And you can too. The future is coming, okay? Whether we're ready for it or not, AI and automation are going to keep transforming industries. And the only question is, where do you want to be when it happens? If this video gave you some clarity or even just made you think, please hit that like button. And if you want more insight like this, don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications. But here is the real call to action. Start moving. Take that first step. It doesn't have to be perfect and it doesn't have to be huge. Just start. And if you're feeling stuck, please drop a comment below or send me a message. I'd love to hear your thoughts and I'm here to help however I can. And in my usual manner, I hope I'm leaving you today better than I met you. I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.